Hello and welcome inside the ACU TV or studio for this week's Optimist Newscast. My name is Carrie Johnston alongside Ryder Maple with sports in just a second. Our top stories this week include campus closures due to inclement weather, the planned addition of 3 new colleges to the university, and ACU Opera's first production in Boone Theater. This is the Optimist Newscast. Cold temperatures and a winter storm warning caused campus to be closed on Monday and classes to be moved online Tuesday. Students, faculty, and staff were advised to stay off the roads and inside. A new organizational structure that will split the current College of Arts and Sciences to include a College of Humanity and Social Sciences, College of Health and Behavioral Sciences, and College of Science and Engineering was announced by the university in mid-January. The College of Business Administration will also undergo changes with the addition of the Duke School of Finance. Up next, the Optimist Shelby Berg got an inside look at the opera's production of Carousel. Shelby?
Over the weekend, ACU's opera program performed Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel, directed by Dr. Rick Pearsall. The show stars Colin Jumez as Billy Bigelow, a carousel barker who falls in love with patron Julie Jordan and explores the effects that his actions have on his growing family. Not only is this opera's first performance of the new year, but it is also the first big production to be held in the newly renovated Boone Family Theater. Colin Jumez, a senior vocal performance major, said he's excited to be one of the first to perform in the theater, especially given what the program has been through in the past few years.
It's fantastic. I came here as a freshman and I didn't really have any opportunity to perform here because the pandemic hit and there were a lot of renovations that happened following that phase of the pandemic where we all went home. So I have never actually had the opportunity to perform a opera or a musical here. And so in the newly renovated Boone Family Theater, it's just been fantastic.
Carousel deals with themes of life and legacy, as well as the impact of domestic violence on families and survivors. Dr. Rick Pearsall stated in a director's note that they have purposefully changed some of the dialogue in the show that lessened the impact of domestic violence. Colin Jumez says that although this was a difficult portrayal for him, he hopes the audience can follow along with Billy's character development throughout the show.
It's really been a tough portrayal for me, just stepping into that role and bringing out some themes that have been difficult and controversial, to say the very least. But I really hope that the audience can see the contrast and be able to see the character develop over the course of the show.
I'm Shelby Bird with The Optimist reporting.
Shelby. Grief Life Rushing is coming to an end this week with call night on Friday and midnight on Saturday. Rushing events this week were also moved online following inclement weather cancellations. The sing-song dance team was chosen on Friday following auditions Thursday. Each fraternity, sorority, and class act were required to send participants from their acts to audition for the dance team. Act rehearsals will begin in mid-February. Up next, here is Ryder Maple with an update on Wildcats athletics. Ryder?
Thanks, Carrie. Track and field boasted multiple top 10 performances Saturday at the Pittsburgh Invitational, with Paige Boucher breaking her personal record in 60-meter hurdles at 8.85 seconds. Grace White, Levi Chambers, and Neil Helgerson added new marks to both women's and men's in the 3,000-meter race. The Wildcats head to Kansas this weekend for the Washburn Open and Multis. Men's tennis traveled to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and played 3 matches over the weekend, finishing 2-1. Their 2 wins came in a 4-3 win against East Tennessee Friday afternoon and a 5-2 win over the University of Montana. Their only loss came on Sunday when they fell to Air Force 3-4. Their next matches will take place in Lafayette, Louisiana, as they take on the University of Louisiana. Meanwhile, women's tennis swept their competition at home on Saturday, defeating both Trinity and Lubbock Christian 7-0. The Wildcats dominated their singles and doubles matches, allowing ACU to earn its 2nd and 3rd home wins this season, plus remaining undefeated at home. Up next, they'll try to win their first road matches on Friday against Wichita State and Saturday at Oral Roberts. Women's basketball saw two close losses on the road this weekend, falling to New Mexico State 69-61 and to Grand Canyon University 68-59. With the two losses, the Wildcats fell to 8th place in the conference standings. Their next game against Utah Valley will tip off on Thursday at 6 p.m. in Moody Coliseum. Men's basketball played 2 games at home in Moody last week, finishing the 2 games 1-1. The first game was a close loss to Grand Canyon University on Thursday, 75-73. With the loss, the Wildcats fall to 0-3 in all matchups against GCU. Throughout the game, the Wildcats stuck with one of the top teams in the WAC, weathering multiple runs. But down the stretch, ACU was unable to score, resulting in the 2-point loss. Even with the loss, head coach Brett Tanner said that he was proud of his team and felt they were back to playing better basketball.
It's a heck of a basketball game. That's 2 really good basketball teams. I'm really proud of my team because we played to win. You know, I think a couple weeks ago, that game wouldn't have been that way. And you know, mentally, we were in a different place. We have worked through that, man. We played great last Saturday. We played great today. There's some things, obviously, we can clean up, and we're talking about and all that, but like, that was a great basketball game, and I fully expected to win it. Fully expected to win it going into the halftime, fully expected to win it going into that last meeting, and so did the players. And so I'm really proud of them for that.
The boosted confidence paid off on Saturday, with the Wildcats gaining an 81-76 win over Utah Tech. In a game where over 50 fouls were called, several Wildcats stepped in to aid those in foul trouble. One of those was forward Leonardo Batali, who scored a career-high 17 points off the bench. Even though Utah Tech tried to come back to take the win, the Wildcats held on to get the much-needed victory and keep the 9th seed. After the game, head coach Brett Tanner said it is important for his team to make free throws after struggling all season, while Batali said his team played well in a high-pressure game.
Every time somebody went to the line today, I looked at him and I said, make it. You know what I mean? And I think that just proves right there, it's a confidence thing. Our record is completely flipped if we shoot like 65%. I did the math the other day, which is not asking a whole lot. Tonight it's a little different. Usually we make more field goals and we do all that. Tonight we made one more field goal, but we made more free throws than they shot. And it was a point of emphasis to attack the rim, you know, because we knew that that's something that we needed to do, and I wanted to get to the free throw line. I'm tired of everybody else getting to the free throw line on us.
Personally, I feel like I did pretty good, and especially because, you know, I haven't played much besides this game. It was kind of like my first time, especially in a big game. And I'm not gonna lie, when I go out there at first, I feel like a lot of pressure on me. But I would say, you know, I played very good, so we got it done.
The team will head to the West Coast to take on Seattle U on Thursday and California Baptist on Saturday. Both games begin at 9 p.m. and will be streamed live on ESPN+. That's all for the Optimist Newscast this week. I'm Ryder Maple.
And I'm Kara Johnston. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.